We talk about AI all the time, and AI has dominated the world of entertainment for a long time. I know we're going along, everybody. I'm sorry. It's a happy Friday. It's a good show today. It's fun Friday, show. But the IP-ness of the world is changing. It's changing. It's growing. It's evolving. And it's going to find its way into your heart someday. And when it does, maybe it will be AI Elvis? That's the question, because AI Elvis is coming, everybody. And that leads me to our featured story of the night. Let's get it. All right, everybody.
Brian, first you need to address the request. Everyone needs to drink. Thank you.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to go out. I can edit this out later. Here we go. Cheers, everybody.
You're going to edit it out later?
Why?
I'm doing the segments. The segments are the power. The segments are the word.
Segments are the
segments
power.
Are the gospel of Deacon LaBeouf. That's all I'm saying.
I have the power.
That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I want to talk about Mr. King of Rock and Roll himself. I want to talk about Elvis Presley for a second, because Elvis Presley, everybody, if you've never seen Elvis live, again, a lot of you probably haven't. I haven't seen Elvis Presley live.
You've never seen Elvis live, because we're all 742.
That's what I'm saying. If you haven't seen Elvis Presley live, don't worry. You're getting AI Elvis, because this is happening. I was shocked. You're getting Elvis Evolution. Now, starting in the UK. UK has this production company, and this company is called Layered Reality. And they've been creating a lot of different like virtual reality, AI created worlds of people that have been dead, recreating environments that you never could see your whole life, because these people are gone. Been gone for a long time. Now they're taking Elvis Presley. And Elvis Presley will soon be debuting in London, starting in London, and then touring after that, depending how it goes. And it probably will do really well. But Elvis Presley will be singing and dancing and shaking those hips again in AI live action, 100% to his millimeter of his height in performance-wise. And those hips better be real, but they're using AI to create him again and bring him to life to sing all of his songs and, I guess, resurrect Elvis. This is happening. And the UK is going to start there, and then they're going to eventually branch off other places. Now, it's going to start very soon. And the goal is to replicate the experience of seeing Elvis Presley live. And hopefully, that's what they're saying, expose the icon to a new generation of fans. Because, again, like I said, that gyrating hips has not been seen since 1952. And I think that the women want to see it again. Maybe they say, who knows? But to me, I think that, honestly, Elvis has been dead. I saw Michael Jackson.
Just the women? Rude.
Well, no, the men want to see it too. The men. Sorry. 1952, the women wanted to see it. There were men, but the women were going crazy.
They were men. They weren't allowed to say they wanted to see it, but they wanted to see it too. You're right about that. You're right about that 100%, Sabrina. I will not deny that. I will not get you 100% right. But the thing was, he had a whole movement where he got almost arrested for gyrating his hips. It was a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know Elvis Presley, anything about him. It was a whole thing with him. And men and women alike loved him. Everybody loved him. He was the king of rock and roll. And so now their idea is to take the AI technology. Again, I saw Michael Jackson. Sabrina and I saw him together. Michael Jackson AI. I guess he was a hologram, but now it's be even different now. Yeah. You know, it's like it was a hologram. This is now actually a hologram mixed with AI. So he will sound, dance, talk, interact with the crowd, and it'll be like seeing an actual performance of the king again. Now, the Michael Jackson thing, he just like go, hoo-hoo. He'd sing and he'd become stars and disappear, and he'd fly around and he'd recreate himself on stage. It was really cool.
Everyone would dance like around, like there was like a hardcore group of dancers. But isn't this more like the ABBA thing? Like, isn't ABBA doing a current virtual?
It's 100%. It's 100% like the ABBA thing. And as Jordan and I talked about before the show, Kiss is doing it too, where Kiss is actually using AI to recreate themselves, even though they're still alive. But this is Elvis, again, being resurrected, coming back to stage for you to see his performance once again, or maybe for the first time. Again, Ron, what do you think about this? Because Elvis is an icon, right?
Yes.
Do you think that Elvis Presley would want this to happen? Or do you think there's a trade-off that maybe the fans deserve to see him live as close as you can get it? There's these AI things, Ron. Before I go into your question, I've seen Frank Sinatra sing like all these songs. And it's crazy. I don't think you've seen those. It's insane. It sounds like Frank Sinatra singing them. Is this going to be like a snowball effect where it becomes like, now we have Elvis doing this, he'll have parodies and all that? Is that a good thing to do? Is it good for the fans? And is it good for his legacy? That's the question today.
which begs me to ask the question: Graceland then has signed off on all this, his estate.
It's all happening. Yep, they're all agreed upon it.
Okay, I'm torn on this one also because my opinion has been out there about what I think of AI and how dangerous it is. So I need to hold on to that unless I'm going to be wishy-washy, and I'm not wishy-washy. But I do think it'd be interesting to see this. That would be fascinating. But when it is going to snowball and it's going to go too far, and that snowball is going to get so big, it's going to run somebody over.
Yep, that's what I think too. And I think that
you and me, Brian, we're always just it's just like that.
I agree, Ron. We have a lot of the same ideas about this. We're vibing. Run. Like I feel like the same way you two. Like I think it'd be kind of cool to see Elvis Presley live.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's what I felt about Michael Jackson. I'm like, I want to see Michael. I never saw him, and so like, but it's also a misrepresentation in some ways. But it's also really fucking cool. The technology for this is amazing. And I think that if people are able to experience him again in a way, I think he probably would love that.
I think that's neat.
But I also think that maybe it won't be. It's not 100% there yet, but it's very close. Is this going to change? It's going to change the whole world here, Ron. Are we going to be able to see everybody? Like, there's some things you watch, like TV shows where they walk into a cafe and it's like this person says hello to you and they've been dead for like 50 years. Is that the world we're going to get, Ron? Though, is that what we're going to get? This is like the start of that. You'll have them like Elvis, like giving you like, I don't know. I'm thinking of a good story, like Big Ten sports. He'll be like, oh yeah, I love that so much. You think it's going to happen with this?
I think we are headed that way because this train isn't going to stop and it's already left the station. I saw a commercial today. It's actually an AI woman, and she's the first bot that you can actually have, and she cooks and cleans at the house.
Whole thing now too.
She's talking to you, and I was just like, "Whoa,
hey girl, what's up?
Like,
are you my
Is it
girlfriend?"
Rosie from the Jetsons?
No,
I was going to say, thank you.
I wish.
Very similar to something like that, and it was just.
I will take Rosie. Yes, now, please.
Yes, no, please.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Sabrina.
Hey, GR seen Elvis.
GR.
Of course he has.
Well,
Of course he fucking has.
Corbett saw Elvis last week.
I'd have judged him if he hadn't, by the way.
Sabrina, how do you feel about this? Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? Should Elvis Presley be resurrected in 2024, or do you think that the king, like Rachel said, should rest in peace and not be, put out there to the world? Are you excited about this? Ron and I are.
I mean, I'm excited is a strong word. I kind of feel like I don't know. Again, it's like it's not actually him. It's some sort of a simulation. And like the ABBA thing is like they all went and performed and did this thing, and like the computers photographed them. And so like it's a real performance of them that they're recreating. Like for the Michael Jackson thing is a hologram. Like I need the specifics of this. Like is it a hologram? Like I mean, I guess it has to be a hologram.
It's a hologram
person,
and
right?
AI combined. Yeah, it's not a person. It's a hologram and AI. AI is recreating him based off footage, and they're hologramming it out there.
Right. So it's kind of like the Michael Jackson thing. So it's not.
Yes, except
new
AI will actually talk as him. AI will actually interact with the crowd as him. AI will actually pretend to be him.
Creepy.
Oh, that's super creepy. I don't care for that.
Yeah, that's weird.
As if you're actually going to an Elvis performance.
And also, it's like you're now 100% supporting like the thing that was the most debatable thing in both the writers and the actors' contracts. Like currently, I know that some musicians are different, but yeah, it's like I don't want a fake Elvis to talk to me. Like I don't have a problem with like the Michael Jackson thing, like watching basically him dance to a performance that he had done 1,000 times. You know what I mean? I have no problem with that. But if he was gonna start talking to the crowd, I would have been like, that's fucking weird. I don't want that. I don't want a fake interaction with Elvis. Elvis is dead. Like Rachel said, let him rest. Like we don't need this. Like, however, watching going and paying like a minimal amount of money to like when we were in Hawaii, we watched like an Elvis it was like a luau thing, but there was like an Elvis like person. Like it was not Elvis. It was like a cover guy.
Impersonator.
And it was super fun and cute and whatever. Like I'm down. I'm more for that than I am for this, to be perfectly honest with you. Like I don't want fake Elvis interacting with a crowd. Like if you want to do something based on like his moves and his music and like watching him do his thing on stage, sure. But don't give me fake Elvis like
That's
talking to me
weird.
in the fucking crowd.
That's
Like
creepy.
that's fucking weird.
Mhm.
Like no,
Creepy.
thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
but-
yes, Zach. Bruce Campbell all day.
Yeah, but if you've seen Bubba Hotep, yeah, he's great as that.
Hotep.
But I think he could
That
be.
was like Jordan like Bubba Hotep.
Wait, Jordan knew. Jordan,
It's like
you hear this? We're talking about it. Of course, Ron and I are excited about it, but we're also, again, reluctant. I think Ron and Sam, as we're talking before, Sabrina's reluctant about it. Do you think that this is a good idea to resurrect these people to be, again, we'll say it's been a night, misinterpretations of themselves? Or do you think that this is fine? Because again, it comes into a scary territory. I showed you the Frank Sinatra thing.
We're making that a new word.
Scary territory.
I like that.
The Frank Sinatra stuff, it sounds just like Frank Sinatra. It sounds like he's singing "Smells Like Teen Spirit." It sounds
But
like
it's
Frankie's
not him,
alive
it's
doing
creepy.
But it's not him. It's creepy.
it.
It's
Is this the world you want your children to grow up in, Jordan? Do they have these AI
True.
creations of kids, or do you think that Jensen would not deserve this?
Hold on. Rachel just said that you could visually be a
That's
young,
good.
hot Elvis impersonator, Brian. So drink to that because it's an impersonation technically.
Uh-huh.
Also, I agree,
Oh.
Rachel.
I have the hair.
Yeah.
You do.
Well, since my baby left me. That's all I got.
Oh, now you
Anyways.
gotta do another drink. Sorry about that.
I knew place to dwell.
Two drinks. You're gonna be
That's-
shit
yeah.
faced by the time we go off
Smackdown
air.
Hotel.
Hey, Chinchilla's gonna have to rein you in later.
Keep going, Brian.
Jordan, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about Elvis being recreated in AI?
Well-
And do you think that it's good for the entertainment industry and for his legacy in general?
I've seen a number of concerts in my, growing up. I've seen Kiss twice, and like I wouldn't want to see him in AI. And just like I never got the chance to see Elvis because I'm not in that. I'd love to see Elvis, but I wouldn't
You're not
want to
GR.
see. I'm not GR, and I wouldn't want to see some computer Elvis. It's just it's past my time. I'll watch it on YouTube. I'd rather see an impersonator. It'd be cheaper. He'd be there.
Impersonator.
He can interact with the crowd.
Dun,
There's
dun,
Fat
dun, dun.
Elvis.
I'd
And,
be
like-
sleeping, Zach.
And I just don't want to. Like, it's like
just
you're
don't want to.
missing. No, I don't. You're missing something. You're really missing something from them being there. It's just it's not happening.
Here's the closest Jordan got to Elvis right here. That's what had the closest Jordan got to
the
Elvis in his
honky-tonk
childhood.
Honky tonk.
Just a
Don't
honky
think I
tonk
didn't see
man.
that WWE or WWF bullshit behind you, bro. I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. What
Oh,
movie?
that-
Anybody?
that's not-
Anybody? Anybody? What movie?
Jordan loves it. Jordan
Let me
wants
give
to
the chat
be
1
loved.
second to catch up with. I seen it with
Oh.
my own eyes, and if they can't come in hot,
I just think we talk about this all the time about the AI stuff. We talk about the way that Hollywood's going. We're going way over everybody, but I think that honestly, at the end of the day, I think Elvis is a phenomenal performer. He was. He had a raw deal again. I think he just lost himself. Like again, I think the idea for tonight is performers that just let Hollywood, let music, let show business destroy them, and then what happens? Bad shit. And I hope with people like Shia LaBeouf and Britney Spears, and I thought about Elvis, he died too young. I hope that people find their way back to themselves and don't lose that in order to keep doing what they were meant to do, which is entertain.
but
And a
most
lot of
people
times-
who do this shit are tortured. They're tortured souls. That's why they
It's true.
get into this. That's why it happens. You know.
I like the
So it's a
rap-
double-edged fucking sword. Like you can't have
Yeah.
one without the other, unfortunately. Not always, but most of the time.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It happens all the time, Sabrina. And then that's why we talk about the business and people, they'll throw shit out there being like, well, this is happening, that's happening, and X, Y, and Z, and that's why. And for me, it's like, we've all, I mean, Jordan, not so much. Love you, Jordan. We've been around the
That's
business a
all
lot.
right.
And we've seen a lot of things. Jordan's
Also,
our
not in the
comic
valley,
book
Jordan.
guy.
Thanks for nothing. Just kidding.
He's our
That's
he's
okay.
here's our but we see what happens to people, and we worry about them and we see what the business does to them,
It's a
and we
lot.
want to be better than that, and we want to grow and learn from that, and we hope the best for people. And for me, I hope that, I mean, the Elvis thing sounds cool, but also, fuck. I
It's
hope
supporting
that
something that we don't support.
it
It
doesn't.
That
sounds
I
like
don't support.
Yeah.
it sounds
I
like
hope
a
it-
cash grab.
I hope it doesn't
Well,
destroy the
also.
business. Hope it doesn't destroy the business and destroy what everybody's, the time and the effort, what they've given away from their lives. Because people give away a lot of stuff to be in the industry.
Yes,
They give their family, they move away from their family for 15, 20 years to become an actor or a creator.
Mhm.
They give away time from the relationships because relationships struggle all the time because there's so much time on set. And those relationships don't always work out because, again, they're so driven to give back to the entertainment industry. So I would hope at the end of the day that these things, whatever happens with this business, that these things don't destroy the business and that people are able to grow, thrive, and give back without destroying who they are, what they were meant to be, and what they were meant to give to the industry. And at the end of the day, things like this scare me. I love it. I love technology. But they scare me for what they could mean for someone's legacy. And after they gave up so much, how much more do they have to give up when they're dead? That's the question.
Yo, player, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Cause the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Cause I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.